Hello, hello? I think we're gonna make a video. I don't know why, but I thought it'd be pretty fun to go through all of my DS games and kind of do like a DS games collection video. It's gonna be pretty long, and I don't think there's gonna be very much editing because there's so much to go through. So many games. I'm gonna go through everything, one by one, until I've gone through my entire collection. There's some duplicates. And there's some really trashy games, but I thought maybe we'd go through them. I like watching collection videos, so I find it kind of like just something to put on in the background or listen to. Fun to see games and like recall some nostalgia and just be living. Thinking about things you haven't thought about in a long time. It's also thunderstorming outside right now, which is kind of unfortunate because you might hear it, but just letting you know, I suppose. I don't know why I started with Guitar Hero, but did anyone have this game and play it? I used to play so much Guitar Hero in high school, and now I don't touch it at all, but this is definitely like one of the more unique things for the DS, which you can't use on this. I have this one out because I've actually been playing games on this a lot. I'm gonna put the Guitar Hero over here because we've actually seen it now, but I got this at a retro game store actually for very cheap in box for $35, and it's been my like DS of choice for the last like couple weeks. Been playing it. I'm playing Lost in Blue right now. It's like a survival game. It's very fun. But anyway, I suppose I'll put that up here. We'll start going through some games. I've got like all of the typical Pokemons like Black 2, which I actually just recently played through this last year. It's the first time I've ever played through Gen 5 and I really liked it. I did a badge quest and I played through I think 5 games at once. It was a lot. And the same for Platinum. I have all of the DS Pokemon games, which you'll definitely see. I guess I could try and find the Pokemon games, but they're going to be really out of order because they're all just in a big stack over here. So I guess as soon as we go through them, I'm going to put them to the side and we'll just keep carrying on. I've got Professor Layton's Diabolical box, which I've never played before. I've actually never played a Professor Layton game, but I guess I was just lucky enough to get almost the entire series on the DS from a thrift store. Which is great. A lot of the games that you're going to see are probably thrift store finds or cheap retro game store finds that I found like within the last 15 years because or however long the DS has been out. I don't exactly know the exact date that it came out, but since the DS came out, I've been collecting for it because I just play it so much. I really love it. Like, this was the packing game. There's a Professor Layton. I'll put that to the side. This was a Pack-In Metroid Prime Hunters demo. I have 2 copies in here. I don't know how I got 2. But I absolutely loved this game so very much. I used to play it with my friends from high school all the time. It was like almost better than other multiplayer games, I guess. I don't know, we just played it so much. It came with this little sleeve thing and it's only like a cardboard sleeve, which is interesting. I know they made the full game, but I actually never got it. I just played the demo so much. But I thought that was pretty neat. And I have so many more stacks of games over here, so I guess we're gonna go through it. There's gonna be a lot of duplicates, like the Black 2 games, because I have like multiple copies for shiny hunting, so you're gonna see probably a couple of the same Pokemon games, which is, I guess, fun. Then I've got Pearl with the sparkly cover that's a little hard to see. But just your average Pokemon games, mostly for shiny hunting. I'm not doing a very good job at putting them in a good stack over there, but that's fine. Sonic Rush Adventure. I actually recently got this like last year or the year before last. I've actually never played this. The Sonic DS games that I played were Sonic Rush, like that series with Knights, so actually never played this. I would say about 90%, about 90% of my games are actually complete. A lot of this is from hunting over like many years. I just didn't get all of these games all of a sudden. Sorry, I was really close to the microphone. Nintendogs, Dotson and Friends. My aunt used to have a Dotson, so this was like the one I wanted because I would always go see her Dotsons. She's had Dotsons like my whole life. Sounds like there's something else in here. What is that? Oh, Hannah Montana. What are you doing here? There's a Hannah Montana game in here. Didn't know that. I'll open up some of them so you can see like the artwork and the extra Hannah Montana games, I guess. I've got some really bad shovelware as well. I just like collecting bad games. It's just like, I don't know, a good hobby, I suppose. Seeing those cheap $2 games, it kind of feels nice to pick something up at the store, even if like it's not like a first party title, but that's okay. I got this game just literally because lol. Hanging out with my friends and we were like lol, so I bought it. I think it was like $1.99. And then this is I don't know, like a dollar store thrift find. Such weird random, I mean, I guess I like garage sales and thrift stores, so I guess that's kind of what this game is about. I don't know. I didn't play it. It was like $1, I think. But like complete in box DS games for $1 are kind of nice. The cases themselves, you know, you can make replacement cases, which I have a few games that I've printed out papers for because I don't have, you know, their boxes. A couple of them. Rhythm Heaven, I actually got this year and I found it for $7.99, which was really nice. I don't exactly know what it goes for, but it sounded like a good price. I played the Wii version a lot. It's really hard to open, oh my gosh. I played the Wii version of this a whole bunch. Still got like a game store sticker in there. And I liked it, but I never had the DS version, so I actually got this more recently. So I haven't played it yet, but these games are very fun if you haven't played it. It's just like rhythm mini games, kind of like Rhythm WarioWare, maybe? Is like what it could be comparable to. Pokemon White, obviously. The Pokemon games are great, and I love them. And we'll just kind of gloss over them, because I'm sure everyone's played every single Pokemon game, probably, or a lot of them. I got a lot of extra copies of Pokemon for the sake of shiny hunting, so like these two Japanese copies of Black and White, and they're like cardboard sleeves, or paper sleeves, which is really nice. Sticker on that? No, it's just a red thing. These games used to be a lot cheaper than buying the English copies, and I think that they still probably are today, but Pokemon games just keep raising and raising and raising. So I got both of these for like $22 together. It was really nice for shiny hunting purposes, which is great, and the boxes look really nice. I mean, they're a little worn, but like it's cool to have the paper sleeves. It's not perfect, but it's neat to have those little sleeves and a few Japanese copies of Pokemon games, because I don't have very many, except for like just ones to shiny hunt in. Star Fox Command. I'm kind of ashamed to say I've never played a Star Fox all the way through. I've only played the one on the N64, and for not very long. I think I was just too young to like care about trying to beat it. But I still, when I see the games for really cheap, like to get them, because I feel like I could appreciate it nowadays. But I've actually never played this. There's going to be a handful of games I've never played, but the DS is definitely like the system I played the most for, so I have a lot of like playtime with a lot of the games. Like this one I also haven't played. I got the HD release of Okami for the PlayStation on sale at Target at some time ago, and I still have yet to play it. Also, recently I found the PlayStation 2 version, the original one, for like $3 at a thrift store. I like to go to thrift stores and try and game hunt, and it's really nice. It makes for collecting games very cheaply, and if you get lucky you find like gems, which is really good, which has happened to me quite a few times. I won't go through all that, but there's a lot of really good things to be found if you just look. You'd be really surprised how often you find new stuff. But Okami Den and Star Fox Command, two games I've yet to play, but I want to very badly, and I have them, so I could just, I don't know, on a rainy day play them sometime. This is also a thrift store find. I got this for like $2.50 at a thrift store, maybe $3. But I don't have all the Nintendogs versions. I always just had the Datsun one, so if I see ones that I don't have for really, really cheap and I can get it, then it's kind of nice. I want to have them all. There's like 3DS versions too that I don't have. I haven't kept up with it after the DS because these were like my favorite ones. Like when you would unlock the Mario things, like the little Mario Kart dudes to drive around with your dogs. Those were really fun. I played these into the ground. I don't know. I spent many hours in Nintendogs and I love those games so much. And then there's a few games like this. Like these came from retro game stores, so like they fake printed out the cases, which is like definitely not what I prefer, but I kind of needed these games to shiny hunt anyway. Like they don't have the backs and fronts, but like a fake case I guess is sort of better than no case, at least. So there's a place to put it if you want to. I got like a game store, and this one has manuals in it, which really confuses me because like if it's in a fake case that you printed out, where did you get the manuals? But and this one's very clearly fake. It's not even like a legit DS case. It's like repro or something. But those are 2 platinums, and here's also a black 2 copy, an extra one. Funny story about the black 2 copies actually. I got a Fire Queen. Oops, I left my chat on from streaming. Fire Queen gets a shout out in the video. Anyway. There is 4 copies that I got of this to shiny hunt in. And I bought them cart only from GameStop, so I was like, dang, that kind of sucks, like no cases, but like it's hard to expect to find the games complete at like GameStop when you really need them in like 2018 to 2020. They're just older games. People throw them away, which drives me crazy, including GameStop, but I went to the same GameStop in the same week to, I think, pick up some newer game that was coming out to like stream or something. And they had 3 complete boxes and new copies of, not new, but like they had 3 complete in case copies of Black 2. So I just went to the counter and I was like, I just bought like 3 or 4 of these from you guys like 3 days ago. Can I have the cases? Because they didn't come with it. And they were like, yeah, just take them. So they gave me all the cases. So I have multiple copies that are complete in box of Black 2, which is very good. So that's exciting. Happy about that because I wasn't expecting to buy repro cases. I was just going to have the carts only. And then I got some really weird ones. Like I saw some video on this, I think. It's a little warped, but it was like $2.99. It's just like, I don't even know. It's like about going on a date or something, and I haven't played it because I also got this pretty recently, but it looked interesting and I saw it and I was looking it up. And it's just weird. It's a little warped again, but it was like $2 and I was like, I just watched a video on it, so maybe I'll pick it up. It's cool when you like watch videos on games and then you see it in the wild for like incredibly cheap and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool, so then you can play it. But I have yet to play it, so that's just a game about dating, I guess. And then this is also a thrift store find. I'll tell you which ones I got from thrift stores and which ones I got growing up, like when they were coming out, because I wanted to play them. But this is a thrift store find, and I didn't even know there were like multiple volumes of this, but I turned it on and it's actually really cool. I actually played it for a little bit. It's like very obviously arcadey, but like there's a lot of really cool menus and like bonuses and like information about the games on it. So these games, pretty cool. All of the thrift store games that I found, just to like, I guess blanket stated or something, they're like usually $2.50 to $3.50 or $1, depending on the thrift store. No one prices games around here more than that, which is really nice. So it makes for collecting very cheap and nice. Actually, this game, I have an ant virtual pet. So I was looking up ant sims, and it's Ant Nation, and I got this off of a local buy-sell app within the last year, because I was really interested in like ant sims. So you just like, I don't know, Help an Ant Colony Live, but on the DS, which is really, really cool, and I found it for like $7, and I think it's more than that, but I don't know. I don't know the prices of most games, I just try my best to get the cheapest deal at the time, because collecting games ain't cheap, so it's nice when you find something really cheap. This game, I printed this out, so this is a fake case, but I remember one time my mom, like, saw a DS game at a garage sale, so she's like, oh, I feel like that's like a game or something, so she got it from me for like 50 cents, and I've just had it like cartridge only for a while, so I just had this really bad case, and I just used cheap printer paper, and I don't know, you can tell what game it is on the shelf, which is kind of nice. It's not perfect, I didn't measure it very well, but Chocobo Tails, which I've actually never played a Final Fantasy game before, so I don't know a whole lot other than that chocobos are cute, so would like to play that, I suppose, but maybe after I know a little bit more about Final Fantasy? That's Final Fantasy, right? I'm not an idiot, right? Fantasy Aquarium. I actually played this on stream once. You just run an aquarium. I like sim games, sort of, but more like the animal ones. Where you just like, I don't know, you just watch an aquarium. It's kind of relaxing. I don't know. They're just kind of fun to play. This is also like retro game store for like $2. I pick up a lot of really weird $2 DS games, or have in the past, not so much more recently. You just gotta find stuff you like, but this was neat. I just like colorful animals. I don't know. It's very fun. And then I've got these, which let me explain. Let me explain. There's so many meme videos about these on the internet, on YouTube, anywhere. The first one I'm not quite so sure about. It's obviously probably very bad. It's very bad shovelware, or it's supposed to be. But this game, iCarly 2, Join the Click, is like a spherical overworld game like Animal Crossing, but like not like Animal Crossing, so you ever see this and it's like $2, you should get it because it's really funny. You just are Sam and Carly and you just like roam around the world and there's like houses and stuff and you're trying to like do jobs for people for obviously like their web show. These games are very bad, but they're very funny and worth getting for the meme, I think. I don't know, I like meme games like that, I suppose. You're gonna probably see a lot of those. And then I also have more Pokemon games, obviously. I try to get all the Pokemon games if I can help it, but I don't have all of them. Ranger, 2 Rangers, Shadows of Almia and regular Ranger, but I am very sad to say these are like some of the only Pokemon spin-off games that I've actually never played. But around the time that they came out, I was interested because I obviously loved Pokemon so much. I don't know what this is doing here, but VS is there. I've never played these, so if you've made it to this point in the video, yell at me in the comments to play them. Maybe I'll stream them. I feel ashamed that I've never played them. This one is not brand new, so I don't think it has the Manaphy egg in it, or this one. I don't know which one. The first one, I got it used really cheaply because I wanted to try and I didn't know there was an event at the time, so I would like to get a new copy if I could help it, or a copy that still has the event on it. But anyway, please yell at me in the comments to play these. I want to very badly, but I just haven't. I know they're like touchscreen destroyers by doing all the circles and stuff, but I've yet to do it. And then Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, I actually haven't played this either. There's a couple of spin-off games I haven't played. But Red and Blue, Red is for the Game Boy Advance, but Blue and Red were my favorite ones, and I obviously remade those on the Switch, and I'm currently still playing that. I'm like 10 hours into it or something. These ones I crushed. I beat it so many, at least twice, which is probably so many times for me because I don't beat games very often as an adult, but I try my best to play them. This one I haven't played though. I would like to play it. I just haven't made it there yet. It's quite long. The games are quite long, but I would like to get to it. I know there's a couple other ones that I don't have that I would really, really like, but I guess when the time is right and I find them and they're not $5,000. I'll probably try and pick them up if I can help it. And then I have Pokemon Conquest. Dang, I was just saying there's only a handful of games I haven't played. But I also haven't played this. I am interested in all of these, like, they're not like third party, they're just the spin-off games a lot. That's why I like try and get them before they like go up in price, because you know some games, like maybe this one, I don't know, goes up in price because like not as many people were as interested because it's not like a mainline Pokemon game. But I would like to really play this too. Like, it's in there. Oh, that's from the same game store. If you see that sticker, that's like probably from a retro game store around here that I just have frequented for the last, like, I don't know, 10 years. They've been here forever. So I just yell at me for Ranger and this. I obviously have played Mystery Dungeons, but not the second one that I had. So at least I've played the Mystery Dungeons. Some really odd things coming up. Pack and Roll. I don't think I ever say anything about Pac-Man, but I just really appreciate Pac-Man. I like the original arcade game, and I just enjoy Pac-Man, even if they're sometimes bad. I don't know how good this one is, but this is also pretty recent. Probably got that sticker in there because it was probably from the same retro game store. I've gotten a lot of cheap games through them like recently from the last like 2 years, because I think that they buy things really cheaply and then they just sell it really cheaply. I don't know who's selling their games so cheaply, but it works out for me, I guess. So there's Pack and Roll. I've never played it. Zenses, which is like, if you can hear my chair, it's a little squeaky. It's just like, I don't know, creating a Zen garden and like just mini games. It's most likely shovelware, but the cover of it just like looked really calm and nice, so I wanted to try it. And also I think it was like $2. I get a lot of cheap games, but I do have a lot of like games that I love that I played that were like first party or very close to it. But I'll probably try this sometime soon. I've been playing a lot of DS, well, a fair amount of DS, not a lot, but Lost in Blue is really good and I'm really enjoying that, so that's what I'm playing currently, and I'll probably just try some of these random shovelware games on stream or something. But there's that. That's kind of weird. Cats. I actually never played these growing up, but growing up just, I don't know, I'm buying garbage games, I guess. But that's what made me buy it right there. I can literally pinpoint the reason I bought it, and it's because of that. So, like if you agree, I don't know. I got cats. I like Nintendogs a lot, and I thought maybe these would be kind of similar, so I get a few of these when they're very, very cheap, like $1 or $2, because they're not expensive usually. And to go along with cats, oh, they're all cats in this stack. Garfield! I absolutely love Garfield. I collected Garfield growing up. I was like Garfield for Halloween one year. Same game store. They get a lot of really good, well, a lot of really odd stuff. I've played this and it's a fun fest. It's okay. The back is very weird and not what you would expect from a Garfield game, but well, maybe actually. I think most Garfield games tend to be just platformers or racing. But this game is fun. I don't know, I like Garfield. Maybe it's not fun, but it's okay. I love Garfield. I grew up loving Garfield, and to continue the cat theme, Hello Kitty Party! I actually love everything to do with Sanrio. Always, so if it's got Sanrio on it, I'm a fan, and I think I got this from the place that I get Tamagotchis from, or maybe it's from that same game store. You'll see if there's a sticker inside of it. Nope. I think this came from the place I get Tamagotchis from, because they get a lot of like cute Sanrio stuff that I like a lot. I don't know if I played this on stream. I will sometimes just play a whole bunch of bad games on stream every once in a while, so if you don't watch streams, it'll be in the description if you want to hang out while we're either shiny hunting or playing Hello Kitty Party. I don't know. And then this game was actually also $2 from that same retro store. $3 maybe, I think. Code Lyoko though, I grew up watching this a little bit. I didn't fully understand what was happening, but I don't know if it has the real manual in there. It doesn't. But it's Code Lyoko. I don't know, they just got big foreheads and I enjoyed the show growing up. I definitely watched it. I just didn't watched the whole thing. Wonder if that's still a website. It's probably pretty bad, I would imagine, because it's $3, and it's also by the same company that made that Zensis game, I think, Game Factory. So if that says anything, so if you can hear my chair squeaking, it's pretty old. And then I got this from a thrift store, which I have found out it's not worth like anything, but I like fitness games. I've been going for runs and stuff. I haven't tried it. I've been actually carrying my Pokewalker with me everywhere for the last like 5 weeks, and it's been really nice, and I think it just connects kind of in the same way as like a pedometer, just like a personal training DS game, which is interesting. It's always really neat when they try and like make DS stuff multifaceted, I guess, with like cooking and workouts, and I don't know, it's just neat. So I got it. It was literally like $2 or $3 from the thrift store, and it had everything in it, which is like kind of cool. It's a thicker game. Is neat, kind of like Guitar Hero, I suppose. I'll go through a couple at a time, I suppose, because there's still quite a few left. Sorry, this video is so long. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. I actually played this a lot. I really loved Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, but I didn't keep up with them after the DS, I don't think, so mostly just this one, but it's really good. I don't know, I liked that game a lot. I remember returning to it often. And both of these are thrift store finds, $1.99. Mystery Case Files. I have 2 copies of this because I got 2 copies from the thrift store, I think, and I didn't remember. Attack of the Toybots. I've actually only played this on PlayStation 2. But I sort of enjoyed it. It was interesting. I imagine it's nothing similar on the DS, but that's okay. I like Nickelodeon a lot, and everything from this era of Nickelodeon I really loved. Like, Danny Phantom was so good. I say that, but I don't even know if I knew who that is. Who is that? Can someone comment if they know what this is when they're watching? It almost looks like Donnie from Wild Thornberrys, but it's not. It's not. Okay, well, I don't know who that is. Here's some more garbage games. That's Dog Fashion. Actually, I don't think there's a game in here. No, I got this empty case. This is like supposed to be an empty case. I got this as like a replacement case from the thrift store for like 20 cents. Or no, maybe they just gave it to me. When they have games that are empty, I just ask them if I can buy the cases, because like then I can make my repro cases, I guess, when I get a good game that doesn't come with a case. It looks good. So this is just empty case, so it's garbage. Not like garbage, but not a game that I own, and I don't need it either. Marine Rescue, again, just weird theme of collecting arguably maybe cute animal games. Anyway, that's Marine Rescue. We don't need to look at that anymore. Here's 2 more Professor Laytons that I also got at the thrift store for, I believe, $1.99 each. Or 3, I don't know. 1 to 3 is usually what the thrift store games are. I think I don't know if I have 2 of one of the Professor Layton games, but these are really cool to find at thrift stores and stuff when you can get like multiple of a series. I still have yet to play these. This is like literally this year, so I haven't just gotten to it yet. But most of the games I actually get from the thrift store are like complete, which is nice. One of these had like writing on it, I think, because someone was trying to do the puzzles, but not these ones. So those were cool to find because I own multiple now, so I could actually play them if I wanted to. Okay, there's kind of a stack of garbage here, or a little bit of garbage. We'll go through them very fast. Wappy Dog. It was just colorful and also from the thrift store, and I just... Animals. Animals! Animals! Dude, this is like actual animal training though. Not that I needed that, but like... Dogs! So that's why I got it. These were all literally $1, so I don't know. If I ever need replacement cases, I'll just tear them out of there. Brain Age is a game that you see all the time with that character. I don't think they're particularly rare, but I have Brain Age 2 and I don't remember where I got it from. Maybe thrift store? I don't know. Very bad, weird. Not bad, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just not sought after. We're gonna get to some really good games here in a minute. I'm going to probably a garbage stack right now. Big Brain Academy, similar to maybe Brain Age, where you just do brain exercises. And now we're getting to some really good ones. Growing up, I loved Fullmetal Alchemist, so I was always really happy when I saw games in the store. I got like the PlayStation ones and then this one. I fully beat this game. I don't remember if it's any good, and this isn't off of Brotherhood, so it's like the original one, but it's very good, and I remember buying it, I think, brand new because I loved it, and I was like, whoa, anime on the DS, like, growing up. There wasn't very much of that here, I think. Well, I'm sure there was, but never mind, Pokemon. There was a lot, but I really liked this game at the time. Maybe I wouldn't like it now, but Fullmetal Alchemist, it's great. I love it. Even the original is still good, I think. And then also I have the Kingdom Hearts games. Other than Pokemon, probably my favorite franchise. I've literally actually sat down and beat every single version of, well, not every single remake, but every version of the game that exists. Like every different game. That's what I mean to say. Every different game I've beaten on some platform. I've beaten at least one version of all the remakes that have come out, and it's like sparkly. And this one came with a pre-order bonus of bubbly stickers that I still have and I will never use, but they're very cool. I remember that very vividly, like waiting to get my bubble stickers as like my bonus because it was from GameStop at the time. I don't think this one came with anything, but oh, there's an SD card holder in there. Don't know why that's in there, but I'll just leave it in there. It's not hurting anything. But these games are incredible. I love Kingdom Hearts. If you've never played it, highly recommend. Very, very good games. All of them. It's like one of my favorite franchises. And then here's two Pokemon spin-off games that I have played. I played Troze for a while. Just your average Pokemon puzzle game with a little bit of extra in it. It's very cute. It's very good. I like it. I didn't play it for hours and hours and hours, but it was very good. Pokemon Dash, however, I have definitely beaten and played so much of. I actually think this game is good, but I know most people probably would disagree. I don't know. I just like playing it. It was fun at the time. Maybe not as much now. Maybe a lot of these games wouldn't be as good to me now, but I still hold a good amount of nostalgia for them, and I really like them, so these are good games. I don't know, I liked playing them a lot. There's probably not that many Pokemon. Never mind. Here's two copies of Diamond. One of them is my original brand new copy, whichever one is nicer, and then the other one I got off of eBay for $27, but there was like a catch. I needed them for shiny hunting, or I wanted them for shiny hunting, I didn't need them. But I got one off of eBay, but the catch was that on the listing, there's no games in them because I keep them with my DS stuff so I can just swap the games for shiny hunting. But inside, it was open like this on the listing, and there was a copy of Platinum sitting here, as well as the Diamond, so I got it for $27 with an extra copy of Platinum, which was sick, so I think they were just not paying attention, or they just wanted it, they didn't know what it was worth, so I ordered it, and it came, and it had Diamond and Platinum in it, so that was really exciting for me, because I wanted those games to shiny hunt in. Ooh, we still got quite a bit more to go. DS is definitely like the era of handhelds that I played, other than Game Boy, I guess, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. But I played so much DS. You could never catch me without a DS in my hand. I started with the original large one, but I just got this recently and I'm enjoying it a lot. I don't know, it's just very pleasing to look at and nice to hold, and it's pretty. So DS is definitely the thing I played the most of. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, they've made a remake of that now. It's crazy to look back at these games now and like how many of them actually have like good remakes or remasters. Like this one, this game is so good. I love this game. I literally spent so much time playing it growing up. I loved like making or being in the coffee shop. It was so good. I don't know if you remember this, you'll probably know it's very good. But even if you see this today, it's still a very good game. I don't know, is this the first or second one? I'm not sure. Partners in Time, I think that's the first one. Maybe it's the second one. Superstar Saga might be the first one for the Game Boy Advance. Animal Crossing doesn't really need explanation, but I definitely bought this brand new and I absolutely played the heck out of it for many hours. So many hours. And then there's Luigi. What's he doing? This game is great though. Animal Crossing, if you've never played it, obviously New Horizons is out and everyone and their mother is probably still playing, as well as me, and I love it. Super Mario DS, this was like one of the first few games I ever got for the DS. I remember asking for a DS for Christmas or my birthday or whatever, probably Christmas, and I remember it very vividly. My mom in Walmart said, yeah, you can get it, but you can't open it till Christmas. So I got a DS and I saw it, and I saw this game in the cart, and I had to wait for like Christmas or something. And it was very exciting, and I still love this game, and I've played it a lot. But also, shockingly, I have never fully beat... What is that? Oh, is this from like my birthday or something? There's a little sparkly cake in there, or Christmas. I don't know why that's in there, but it's very old. I've never fully beaten Mario 64 in any form to the end. I always watched my sister play on the N64, and then I got this when I was old enough, and I just played the minigames and went through the castle and stuff. Very good game though. I love it still, even if I've never fully beaten it. Elite Beat Agents. I got this actually in like 2019 at Walmart, brand new, on a clearance rack for like $3 or $5 or something like that. It was crazy. It was like it was still in the back of Walmart for many years, because it's at the point that they stopped selling DS games for quite a while now, for the most part. And it was just sitting on a table on clearance, and I was like, whoa, I never had that game. And it's supposed to be really good, and I've watched some gameplay and I like it, but I haven't fully played it yet. I did open it though, because, oh, maybe I own 2 of these. Oh, wow, I own 2 of these. I got it from Walmart. This is the new copy. I got it from Walmart because I thought I didn't have it. But I guess I do. I guess I do. Well, okay, well, I have 2 copies and I don't need them, so... yeah. Oops. Didn't know that actually until right now. And then this game, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, this was probably in like, I don't know what year this came out, but it was 2008, 2009. This was probably in like 2010 or 11 at a retro game store, so almost like 10 years ago. That I found this for like $27 complete in box, and I was like, oh sick. I don't really know much about Fire Emblem, but it seems like, you know, one of those games that's going to be harder to find, because it was already kind of hard to find because my friend liked it and he told me, but he wasn't going to get it, so I was like, oh, neat. And it's got the manual in it. I don't know why this one's in front, but I bought it, and now apparently it's like almost $200 or something, which is crazy. So I guess I'm just glad to have it, and I will try more Fire Emblems. I got the Switch one, but I didn't actually play a whole lot of it. I played a fair amount, a couple battles, and like made it through the tutorial, met the characters, but I'll probably play this at some point once I get more into Fire Emblem, because I know it's good, I just haven't made the leap into Fire Emblem yet. And I just hit my desk. I also have Animal Crossing in Japanese, which I actually got recently to do a used save file search on stream. I got this game for $4 from the place that I get Tamagotchis from. I just added it to my Tama order if I ordered Tamas. I think I just might have ordered a couple games. But I got this for like $4, which is sick, because not that I'll understand what anything is like happening in the game, because I do not speak Japanese or read it, but I know Animal Crossing enough to, like, you know, make my way through and see who's in the town and at least know who the villagers are. But this is a Japanese copy that I got for very cheap, very shortly after New Horizons launch, which was kind of nice because I don't know if they're as cheap now, but they're probably still pretty cheap. But it was like $4, and then this game, which is actually in here right now, this is the game I'm playing right now, Lost in Blue. It's like a survival game where you play as him, but you also get to meet her later and play as her, and you're on an island and you're just trying to survive. You're making like fires and like getting food and just traveling this island, and it's very nice. It's very fun. You just go through like days, and there's a second one too that I don't own, but I think now I do want to own it because I actually am enjoying this a lot. It's very good. I would definitely recommend. I hadn't tried it until actually like this week, but it's very good. I'm playing it now. I've got some this is sealed, and I think this is from my friend Tyler. Tyler gave me a bunch of meme games when I was over, and it was very fun. I haven't opened it yet though. A bunch of meme Disney games. I actually liked watching this show growing up, but I didn't watch it as much as other shows. But American Dragon Jake Long is a good show, and I have a game that's not open. But it's probably fun. And then I got this from, I think, the same retro game store, because I really like Foster's. I've watched every episode of Foster's, but it's also more recent and I haven't played it yet. There's a piece of paper in here. I haven't played it, but I'm sure it's like your average Cartoon Network DS game. It looks cute enough. I think that I'll try it sometime soon. I'm running out of space to put games because I'm using a very small table to set the ones we've already been through. And then here's another stack. I have quite a few Japanese Tamagotchi games because I love Tamagotchis, if you didn't already know. I have them all over the place. Here's a Tama. I'm raising this one right now. He might be mad. Yeah, he's a little sad, but he's I'll heal him later. He's living. So I have a couple Japanese Tamagotchi games. They're very, very neat. Some of them I actually know because they're the... Ooh, it's storming outside. If you could hear that, that was thunder. So you might hear that a couple times. That actually scared me. You can probably hear that right now, so I apologize. But these are very fun. I loved playing these. I've actually gone through every Japanese Tamagotchi game that I've had. I'm not fully beaten it, but some of them are very interesting. Like, let me see if I can find the other ones. There's a kind of a stack of them because I really wanted them all. And they were really not too expensive. There's this one. This is one where you work at McDonald's and you make food for customers as Tamagotchis in a Tama McDonald's outfit, and it's so cute. I actually was able to play it. I understood mostly everything because it's a lot of pictures. Probably one of my favorite Japanese Tamagotchi games that I own. You just play as the characters, but you're at McDonald's, like literally. It's very neat. Here are a few more Japanese Tama games. This one is like, I believe, just like a collecting game. Like, you get items for your house and you do random jobs and you just play with your Tamas. That's the Tama that I had on the Tama that I'm using right now. His name is Gozorochi. Then I have this one. And a lot of the Tama games have like the same like premise of doing jobs for people and like improving the places you live. There's some other random ones, but this one's fun. It's like an adventure one. And there's this one, which I think is like the first game in English. You just like also do jobs for people. They're all kind of similar in some way. And then here's a San X game in Japanese. It's got a lot of really cute San X land characters in it, and I mean, you don't need an explanation why I have this. It's just cute. It's very nice. Not that you don't, but I mean, like, cute games don't need an explanation, right? They're just cute. I love them. So there's a bunch of Japanese Tama games. They look really cool on the side too, because they're different from NA games, which is really nice. I don't know, they just look kind of pretty on the shelf, and I also love them, so it kind of works out. And then here's, I don't know if I have them. Oh, here we go. I have the Tama games in English too, because I love them. 1, 2, and 3, and they're just, you know, doing jobs, so I'm very happy that I can play them in English too. I had these when they first came out, so at least the first one and maybe another one are like copies I got when they were brand new because I couldn't resist back then. I collected Tamas back in the day, and I just still do now, and I love them. So English games, very fun, very nostalgic. The music is great. Would recommend if you like Tamas at all. And then I have a Rilakkuma game, which is just cute, and that's why I got it. It's very cute. I actually tried it. It's very, very, very cute. Look at them. Look at them. The little 3D models of Rilakkuma. So it's just cute, and that's why I have it, and I love Rilakkuma. And I also, this game is actually what got me into Digimon, and I don't own both of them. Quite sad, I would like to have the other one. But there's some thunder. This game is so good. It's so good. I just realized also this video is 40 minutes long right now, so sorry for the very long video, but there's so many good games to talk about. There's Dawn. This is like a turn-based RPG, and it's Very easy to understand once you get playing, and like the screens are kind of flip-flops, so you kind of play on the bottom one, I think. But it's very fun. It's what made me learn a lot of Digimon characters. Me and my friend both got the different versions when they came out. We played them for literally days, every day, just for a lot of hours. We would always just hang out and play these, and it was very fun. Would recommend. Definitely probably my favorite Digimon game that I have played, which is not very many, but there's supposed to be really good ones nowadays, but this one is like nostalgia. My favorite. And then here's the Sonic Rush games I was talking about. These are very fun. They're like sort of traditional Sonic games, but with like 3D-ish elements, because on the DS, and it's very, very fun. I actually loved playing those, but I haven't played all of them. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them. Then there's a Dragon Ball Z card game for the DS. I got this ages ago too, probably from Retro Game Store, but there's no sticker in there. I got it literally ages ago, and I have yet to play it because it's like a card game, and I just at the time wanted it because it was Dragon Ball Z, because I love Dragon Ball Z, so maybe I'll have to try it. I think I would understand it now as opposed to like the 10 years ago not trying it all. Really good. Try it. Drawn to Life. This is a thrift store game that I got, and I understand what Drawn to Life is, but I've never fully played it. But I like drawing stuff for fun, so I got this. It was probably $1 or $2. Probably hearing some thunder again. It's quite loud outside. This is probably like a shovelware game, but I got this brand new at the time that it like came out, and it's just like you're living in a forum and you have an avatar, and you just very weird. There's like almost no way to explain it other than you're just on an offline forum on the DS, and you make an avatar and you just try and get along with people. It's very weird. You get clothes and you just write messages, and very Gaia Online like, which is why I got it because I liked Gaia Online back in the day. So definitely a lot of nostalgia, but probably not a good game. This, however, is a great game, and I absolutely beat it. What's that? Oh, I remember this. I wrote down some Pokemon terms because it's that old and I was learning about stuff apparently still in 2004, 2005. I don't know why I wrote that down. I guess I must have never known what TM and HM stood for, but now that just sounds dumb. But this game is great. All of the mini games are so fun. I beat this game. I got it when it was brand new. But actually, it still looks pretty brand new. But I love this game. WarioWare games are incredible. Definitely worthwhile if you've never played any of them. Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll was a game that I thought was like so crazy because I didn't know there was a Game Boy Advance one at the time. But I thought it was so crazy to take Monkey Ball with you on the go because I only ever played it on the GameCube. And it's actually so good. It's like actually got pretty decent physics, and it's quite fun to play. I love Monkey Ball a lot. I see a Monkey Ball game and I don't have it. I obviously really want it if I can help it. It's very, very good. I don't know, I like this game. I now found out there's a Junior on the Game Boy Advance, which I got recently in the last... not very recently, but I have it now. New Super Mario Bros. I don't think needs any explanation, but I just got it and I played it and I liked it. Mario is fun. Mario is fun. Oh, here we go. Here's the second copy of Diabolical box. I got 2 of the same copies of Professor Layton from the thrift store. I didn't know which ones are which because there's like 5 or 6 I think for the DS, so my bad. But it was like $2 or $3, so not too bad I suppose. But I already did that. And then I got this from a retro game store because it's just like one of those weird neat pieces of like software type of DS games. It's literally just a DS browser, which I am very curious if it still works today. Maybe if you want to know, let me know and I'll try and make a video on it. There might already be videos on it, but I bought it because it was like software, like running Opera on, I think this DS. Is this, or is that a DS Lite? Is it the same? Is it using a DSi? No, it's not. It's using a DS Lite. But maybe I'll try this someday with like a very basic router or something. I don't know. It's cool to have, I think. the browser, kind of like the Sega Dreamcast browsers. Here's probably a stack of really bad games. This is from Tyler, I think. This is also from Tyler. Never mind, I take that back, not bad games. These are from Tyler. These are just gifts from a friend that I should play. They're just Disney shovelware. The World Ends With You, however, I actually played the one on the DS for quite a while, but I now own it on the Switch, so I'm trying to start that over sometime soon and actually play it. So I'll probably do that, but I feel like you really do get a good experience out of the DS because of the touchscreen and how the game works. This game, incredible, and I'm glad that I own it. I got it many years ago, but I don't know if it opens. Some of these are really hard to open, but it's like basically brand new, and I know I got it used, so luckily DS games hold up very well over time. Populous and Guilty Gear. Just, I guess, random pickups because I've definitely never played them, but I remember getting them probably with my friend because every other weekend after school's like over on Saturday and Sunday we would go to the retro game stores because we used to have like 5. We would always just try and pick up one cheap game just for fun, maybe try it out. That's where these came from. I don't know if these are good. If anyone's played Guilty Gear or Populous, let me know if they're good or not because I've never tried them. Here... Oh, well this is just another shovelware game, but I kind of like those search and find games, and there's cute animals, so that's why. There's pandas and dogs, and it's just cute animals for $1, so I got it. This is a Japanese game about a matcha dog, I think. Matcha dog. I never say that right. They're just like matcha leaf dogs, and it's very cute. I actually got this very recently. This is with a Tama order too. A lot of my Japanese games come from the place I get Tamas from. I tried it. It's very cute. You live in like a little 3D house room and you just like meet up with other cute little dogs, and it's cute, and that's why I have it. The next one is definitely a meme, and we only have 1 stack left, so we're almost done. Definitely a meme. I got it just because Club Penguin. I never really tried Club Penguin, but I definitely know about the memes, and it was like $1. Might not even have the manual. Doesn't need the manual, it's Club Penguin. Who cares? Ben 10. I've been trying to collect the Ben 10 games because I actually really love the original Ben 10. And a good amount of Alien Force, and like... Second one... there's some really good Ben 10 and then there's some really bad Ben 10. But I really liked it. I've watched the whole original series and just... I think it's cool to have games to go with it, and I've played them, and they're fun. They're pretty good. Scribblenauts is just Scribblenauts. It's just fun to draw or write words and have stuff happen. It's just Scribblenauts, but I think it's pretty fun. This is supposed to be a pretty good game, actually. I got it from a thrift store pretty recently, and it was like $3 or less, I don't remember. But actually, I think fairly expensive too. But it's like a mystery horror novel or something. And try it. If you've ever played this, let me know how good it is, because I'm actually trying to play more DS games that I own that I haven't played yet, and there's apparently quite a few going through them. Also, just random shovelware garbage that I picked up, but maybe it's good. I played Daffy Duck. I played a Daffy Duck game for the PlayStation 1 and I liked it, so that's why I got this. And now I have it, but I still need to try it. So the Acme games are pretty fun. Is that what it is, or just Looney Tunes? Do they not say that anymore? The Looney Tunes games are usually pretty fun. And then there's these, which I have a story about, sort of. I had points at my retro game store for like $10 off, so I got Mario Kart DS for like $6, because I think they were selling it for like $16. And then literally within 2 days, I found the red box copy at a thrift store for $3. So now I own 2, which is actually great because I own both versions. If they're maybe this is in a different case, but I own both either way, and I can play multiplayer without the Shy Guys, which is nice. So I'm actually happy about that, and I didn't sell the other one because I figured it would be fun to have 2 full copies to play multiplayer with. So I won 2 of those, and I paid like $10 for both of them, so that was really cool, and I'm happy about that. And then here's another duplicate, so this is where the second one went, but also thrift store by accident. I got Math Blaster because I loved Math Blaster in school, and I didn't know they made DS games for it, and I saw it was really cheap, so I was like, whoa, I should try it. I absolutely loved the CD-ROM Math Blaster games, and we played them on stream, so still need to try it, but I bet it's still just like Math Blaster, hopefully. So that's why I got that one. This one, everyone says is very good, and it's usually like $1 everywhere, at least it was back in the day. And it's like very thick. Do you see that? I don't know why Spectrobe's cases are very thick. Is there extra stuff in here? Oh, there's cards in there! Forgot, or don't remember. That's really cool though. There's like clear transparent plastic cards. That's probably why it's like that. A couple people were commenting about Spectrobes on Twitter, so if you think I should play it, yell at me also in the comments. There's a lot of things you're gonna have to yell at me about, because I clearly haven't played a fair amount, not a fair amount, but a large amount of like these odder games. Soul Bubbles, I got this at a retro game store because it just looked neat and like not like a sports game, and I just like the really cute, nice art games, I guess. You like have bubble powers, and it's very neat, and I'd like to play it. I think it'd be fun. And this is also a pickup last year, maybe a lot of months ago. Well, couple months ago, but the Monster Hunter games for the PlayStation 1 are very good, so I was very excited to find this, because you like draw your creatures, and there's probably like a default set amount, but you draw them and then you get a Monster Hunter creature, which is very, very cool, so I'm very excited to own this. I think there's maybe a second one, but this is a very cool find in English. And then there's Monster Tail, which is supposed to be a very incredible game, and it has a fake case. Because I managed to get the cart only for like $3, which I think is very, very cheap. So I just made a case for it because I didn't find any repro ones, and it's in there. I think I put like a health and safety book in here from one of those garbage games. So I'm very glad to own this game. I kind of wish I just had the original case, but I printed one out and I don't think it looks too bad. I could pull that over, but this game is supposed to be very, very good, and I'm very happy to have found it for like $3 because I wanted it really bad. There's only a few left, and this is it. There's Cooking Mama Chop and Chop. I found the empty case to this at a thrift store for like 50 cents, and then I bought the card only for like a couple dollars, and then I owned it, and that's it. That's the whole story. I'm happy that I have a Cooking Mama for the DS because those games are very fun. Then there is Picross, which I think my friend Micah gave to me, because I don't think that I owned this originally. Maybe I bought it. I think maybe he gave it to me. I think he gave this to me. My friend Micah likes Picross a lot, and I try to play it, and I can play some of them. I'm not very good at it. Maybe I should play more Picross, but they're fun. I don't know, I like seeing the pictures that come out of them, and they're very cute, and I think it's worth playing. And then there's these two, which I guess are the last, no, not the last two, but they're very close to the last. I found this and this at the same store, but at different times, like a year apart. I got this one, and I always wanted to play it because I loved the Game Boy Advance Legacy of Goku games, but I never had seen these with the original cases. They don't have the manuals, which is a big sad, I'm pretty sure, but that's okay. I just, you know, it looks nice on the shelf, it's the real artwork and everything, and maybe I'll find the manuals someday. And then this one, I found literally like this week, and that completes both of them, and I have a very hard time seeing anywhere for anyone to have a complete copy of this game. So they're like, I think just RPGs with like some really cute 3D models in them, and I love Dragon Ball, and I'm just happy to own them. And that's it. I don't know, I'm very happy about these. There's only a few things more, and I guess these would be like the true gems of my collection, I suppose, for DS. There's this. I got this for $25 though, so it's not like it's that crazy. Maybe it's crazy that I found it for $25, but I got it on the place I get Thomas from because they listed a copy of this complete. It's not like perfect, but I put it in a case anyway. But it came with the Pokewalker and everything, altogether $25, which was sick. And then I have my original GameStop copies that are in like super great, perfect almost condition that I love so much. I'll put the Japanese copy aside because it's like not quite perfect, but these are probably like the gems of my collection, I suppose, because I've kept them for so long in such good condition. I've only opened them to like get the game out and like get the Pokewalker and everything. I love them so much. And I think that's really it. That's pretty much all of my DS games. I'm sorry I don't have them all like laid out here for you to see afterwards, but I just wanted to go through them, talk about them. I was kind of in the mood to just talk about video games for a while, so I think that's pretty much it. I'm just happy to talk about games, I suppose. If you see any games that you really loved, or like hopefully maybe you saw something you haven't played and you really liked, yell at me in the comments for the games I didn't play, and tell me which, I don't know, what was your favorite out of what you saw. That's most of the DS games I've had that I've been collecting for like the last more than a decade, I think. And it's just kind of fun to share them and talk about them and just revisit the memories you had with them, because I have a lot of them and I just sat here and talked for an entire hour. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Thank you for just hanging out, I guess. We're just really hanging out, I suppose, and I think that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!